Hey Pisces, this is Patsy, and I am doing your reading for July 2018. So this is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So what I've been doing for this cycle is you going back to the readings in the beginning of the year in January, and we went over certain cards in the Inner Child Tarot by Mark and Isha Lerner, and they had assigned different storybook character, children's stories, storybook characters to different ones of the astrological signs. So, in the case of Pisces, the story that pertained to the Pisces energy was Jack and the Beanstalk, number 12. All right, so Jack and the Beanstalk is a story of Jack who whose mom, they were poor. His father had been killed by the giant, and he was sent to town by his mother, and they had nothing left. All they had was their cow, and she sent him into town to the market to sell the cow so that they could have some money to survive. Along the way, Jack ran into a man who, instead of paying him with cash, gave him a handful of magic beans. And that's what he brought home to his mother. And his mother was so upset and so distraught, she snatched the beans and threw them out the window. Next morning, Jack woke up and the beans had grown into the stalk that had extended all the way up into the heavens. And he got up and he climbed the stalk where he came into contact with that giant who had killed his dad. And he had all kinds of magical things, a goose that laid golden eggs and all kinds of stuff. And so it was a story of Jack recovering his family's wealth and trying to escape the giant, right? So the card in the Rider-Waite tarot that corresponds, the major arcana that corresponds to Jack and the Beanstalk, to that energy for Pisces is the Hanged Man. Okay, so now, in the Tarot of the Orisha by Zolrak and Durkhan, the Hanged Man is represented by the enslaved prisoner. Okay, so now this is not an Orisha per se, but this is the energy that they are using in this particular deck to represent the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is representative of Pisces, and the enslaved prisoner is equivalent to the Hanged Man. So Jack and the Beanstalk and the Hanged Man, the imprisoned slave. So in the Orisha Tarot, they have synchronized the imprisoned slave with Jesus, all right, who was persecuted because of his beliefs and his assertions of ignorance, because of ignorance on the parts of other people. And the one of the other saints that they have synchronized with this energy is Saint Cecilia. Saint Cecilia is the patroness of musicians, and she died singing about her martyrdom, and she was trying to transform her pain into some type of harmonious melody. So she was defending her faith, which was her greatest treasure. All right? Socrates, also, who was a great philosopher, um, was sentenced to death and died because of his moral integrity. He even rejected an escape plan by his friends to escape from the prison that they had him in, because he had created this method called um, the truth. It was about knowing yourself, and it was very disturbing to many people at the time. And they accused him of all kinds of heresy. So he had been sentenced to death, and he refused to even escape. All right, so he stood by his beliefs. So the imprisoned slave. Now, this shows that he has his eyes closed. And the authors of this deck said that um, this is about someone who has been maltreated and someone who's being treated as a criminal, someone who has been slandered because of their faith. They compared it to the Africans who had been enslaved um, and have spent many years, even after their supposed freedom, trying to defend their dignity as human beings. And we see that that is still going on today. Fighting to have their rights acknowledged as equal to that of white people. They experienced a limit to their freedom of expression and their liberty that would have been that was afforded to everyone else but them. Okay, so this is their tribute to the experience of the enslaved. So the enslaved prisoner, the hangman, and Jack and the Beanstalk. Those were the energies. Now, this is just a brief synopsis. There's lots of things to be discussed about these cards and those representations, but just wanted to give you a little flavor, remind you of that, and please, the playlists for the general energies for 2018 are available on my page. So go back and take a look at Pisces and see what messages you can get from there. Maybe there are things that resonate with you today. All right. So got 5 cards for you from the Archangel Power Tarot, and that is by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. So let's see what cards came for you for July of 2018. The first card that came for you was the Knight of Ariel. Okay, so this is similar to the Knight of Pentacles, right? This talks about being trustworthy and understanding, someone who has good humor and who is devoted to their faith, right? This is saying that you should be making a detailed plan. It also says that you are being watched over by someone who is very generous and kind. All right, so this is the Knight of Ariel. This says that you should be this is speaking about making a plan because you have work to do. You have a lot to get done, a lot to accomplish, and you need to take strategic steps towards that end, right? This is someone who is very trustworthy, okay? Now, the Knight of Coins is a very slow-moving energy, so you may be that may be because you're making deliberate plans and you're taking your time. All right, you might be a little slow for the rest of the world, but slow and steady wins the race, right? So that is what's going on for you. The second card in this reading for you was number 4, the Emperor. This talks about stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation and ambitious plans. So these plans that you are hatching over here, you are working them out. All right. And you can be very stubborn, or there's someone around you who may be exhibiting those qualities. This is represented by the Archangel Uriel. So this is being the boss, all right? Again, number 4 talks about foundation, stability, being respected, maybe even stubborn, but you have plans. The next card that came in this reading for you was the 2 of Michael. Okay, so Michael is like air, like swords, right? So this would be like the 2 of Swords. And this is saying that you are overanalyzing things and that you need to just go ahead on and make a decision. All right, find a compromise. So this may have something to do with investments or a business plan. All right, maybe you don't know which way to go with your business plan. Could be about a relationship also. Could be taking charge of the situation. You have plans. You're being a little stubborn, a little hard-headed. You feel that the way that you are attacking this problem is the best way. And this is saying you need to like move up. You know, let's get going. All right. You are procrastinating. Make a decision. Compromise. All right. Next card that came for you here was the 8 of Raphael. 8 of Raphael. So Raphael is the water. Okay, so this is 8 of Cups. And this says that there is a spiritual quest that you are about to embark on, and that you know that there's something better waiting for you on the other side. All right? Saying do what you know is right. This is about this decision, whatever this is, this problem that you're attacking, has to do with your spirituality and your path, your spiritual path. So this is a divine mission that you're on. Last cards that came for you in the 5th position, instead of 1, you got 2 cards. And the cards that you got were the Queen of Michael, right? So this is like the Queen of Coins. I'm sorry, Queen of Swords. So this is about finally deciding and knowing exactly what to do. This is the outcome. And you're doing this based on your experiences that you've used, all the tools that you've gathered, all the experiences, the lessons, and you are attacking the situation not just with your intuition, but with the spiritual tools and the experiences that you've lived up until now, and you're using all these elements together to make a decision. You are deciding also that it is better to work on your career than working on your relationships. So you're cutting out the emotion, cutting out anybody that is getting in the way of what it is that you are trying to accomplish. And then the last card that came here was the 3 of Michael, so that would be similar to the 3 of Swords. And this talks about letting go of the past. That this situation is a learning experience, and you will grow from it. It says that time heals all wounds. This too shall pass, right? So right now, you have been stuck trying to come up with a plan to tackle whatever the situation is. You seem to be overburdened with this task at hand. Whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish is very involved. And so you are making a very, very detailed strategic plan, but you are being protected by your ancestors and by Archangel Ariel. And at the end of it, you are going to decide to just stay with what you know. The thing that you can control, not other people, but your own situation. You're going to focus on your money and focus on your career. Stand up in the truth. Being determined to use all of your tools to get what you need. And letting the relationship part of your life just go to the side. So something happened that hurt you, and you're being told that time will heal this wound. You'll get over it, and you will learn from it, and you will take everything that you've learned already in order to help you get through this. Okay, so excellent. So let's see if we can get some more messages from the Rider-Waite deck. And first card comes up for you is the World. So this is the end of a cycle, starting a new chapter, a new beginning. Okay, very good. Number 21 is the World card. So 21 adds up to 3, and like 2 and 1 is 3. So this is divine timing. This is your belief in God, all right? Your reliance on the Creator, trusting in the Creator to bring you through these cycles, to protect you as you're going through, and looking forward to a new chapter in your life. The next card that came here for you was the Queen of Cups. So this is talking about someone who is very loving and emotional, but they're not going to let love make them weak. That's what I'm getting. Not allowing love to weaken their resolve, not letting their emotions get the best of them. You know that you would like to be loved, but you're not going to focus on it. You're not going to let your emotions take over your better judgment. You're going to learn to love yourself and to love the divine. The next card that came for you here was the Seven of Wands. So this talks about having to defend yourself, all right, against attacks, standing up for yourself, all right, being very passionate about the situation and being willing to stand up for what you believe in and defend your right to believe what you believe. Next card that came for you was the Knight of Pentacles. Again, slow, steady, stable, financial growth, financial messages coming towards you. It's very slow moving energy, but it is steady. Okay, you may have an earth sign around you. You may have a water sign. Well, Pisces, you are a water sign. All right, so you could have earth in your chart, or you can have earth around you. But this is talking about money that is slowly coming your way. But when it comes, it is going to be reliable, something you can count on. Okay, let's see if we have anything else. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups. So this is about choices and options. Maybe too many choices and options, but still, probably part of the reason that you have been having a bit of a time to make a final decision, or why you had to have such a detailed strategy and plan, is because you had so many different choices. So you weighed out your options. You weighed out your options, and you made a decision, or you're making a decision to put the burden down. This is the end of the difficulties, all right? You have been strong, and you have been steadfast, and you have been pushing forward, and you are almost at the end of this journey, at the end of this chaos. Bottom of the deck, justice. Ashe. And this is 11. So this is a master year. 11 is a master number. So this is saying that you are going to get justice. You are going to make justice happen. Justice is coming because you are going to manifest it. Because by your actions, you're going to get justice will be served in this situation because of your actions. And at the bottom of the desk is the Eight of Cups. Again, walking away from heartache, going towards something better and something new. Okay, very good. So let's see if we can get some messages from the Conscious Spirit Oracle. And this is by Kim Dwyer. All right, so we have here number 16, the Archangel Michael. So this is new opportunities, open paths, and protection. Coming to you courtesy of Archangel Michael. And you have what? How many Michael cards here? 1, 2, 3 Michael cards. Okay, so you are being protected. I am grateful for the strength and the courage that Archangel Michael brings into my life. So this is where your strength and your courage comes from, your faith. And you are being protected, and you are being helped. So the next card that came here, number 18, Air Elemental. This is about messages from the air, messages from spirit. This is number 18. 18 is 9. 9 is the number of the ancestors, the Agun. So I embrace the element of air and am open to all knowledge and wisdom. So you are receiving messages and guidance from your ancestors, and you are following those messages. You are open to it, you are accepting of it, and you are governing yourself based on the advice that you're being given. The next card that came for you here is balance. I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. So you have done a lot of growth. Okay, balance is similar to temperance. Could also be similar to the Chariot. All right, so this is about learning how to balance your life, learning how to balance your emotions, your thoughts. 2 and 9 is 11. So again, this is an 11 card. This is an 11 year. So you can manifest the life that you want by being balanced, by following the directions and the advice of the ancestors. Okay, standing up for your beliefs. You could have a fire sign, a Sagittarius, in your midst or as part of the situation, whether it be for work or a relationship. Could be any fire sign, actually, or it could be an earth sign or someone with earth in their chart, but thinking that it's probably a fire sign that's at the heart of this for you, because you have wands here, wands here. Yeah. So, balance and protection, paying attention to the messages that you receive from your ancestors. Very nice. Very good. So, let's see what we can get from the Mermaids and Dolphins deck. And this is by Doreen Virtue also. So let's see if there are any additional messages or advice, some affirmations that you can get for the month of July 2018. And here, explore your options, right? Well, that's what you've been doing. It's time to look at other possibilities, and it's a good time to make changes. Okay, so looking at what's going on, making a plan like you are, all right, and make a choice. Time is right for you to do that. Anything else? Any other messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July 2018? Thank you. So, 2 cards come here are positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations to avoid negativity. So, taking a step back, focusing on your money, focusing on your career, focusing on the things that you can control, and walking away or avoiding negativity as much as possible. And you are being helped. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. So, you're doing your part, and heaven is doing theirs. They're giving you information, they're giving you insight, they're strengthening you, you're being protected, and things are going to work out in your favor. Just got to keep your energy positive. Oh, Ashe. So, let's get a card from the numerology deck, and that is by Michelle Buchanan. Any further advice for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Oh, okay. 63, parenting. 63. 63. This may have something to do with your children, if you have children. Maybe the way you're parenting them. Maybe this is something that has to do with your children, which has got you, that's why you're being very strategic. You're being careful. You try not to let your emotions get the best of you in this situation. 6 and 3 is 9, so it could be about your parents. It could be about your ancestors. Maybe you've been getting messages from your ancestors, or your parents may have already transitioned and they are reaching out to you. Parenting. Okay, so let's see what number 63 is referring to. Okay. All right, 63. This card indicates that you have a natural gift for parenting and working with children. Perhaps you have a child or children of your own, and maybe there are children within your extended family or circle of friends. Maybe you play a parental role within your relationships with others who tend to behave like children. Whatever the case may be, your ability to teach, to nurture, and guide the next generation raises the vibration of the world. Every ounce of time, attention, love, and support that you invest in a child pays dividends down the road for all of us. This is a time to honor and embrace the significant role you play in the life of a child, whether it is your own or that of a partner or a neighbor or a relative or client or a friend. Don't underestimate the importance of your unconditional love and guidance, because even a small gesture can have a massive impact on a child's life. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the cycles that are encouraging you to spend quality time with children. Go out of your way to brighten a child's day. Give your attention freely and know that a little goes a long way. By investing in the younger generation, you invest in the future of humankind. Ashe. The affirmation here is, I love and nurture children and make the world a brighter place. Well, that's beautiful. So, while I was reading that, I got the message that maybe this decision that you are struggling with, or you were, may have something to do with children. Maybe you are contemplating whether or not you want to not be a parent, but, well, parenting someone else. I'm getting the impression that this may have to do with someone else's children. Maybe you're involved in a relationship and the person has children and you're not sure whether or not you want to go down that road. Maybe you've already raised your children. So that could be why you've taken your emotions away from it and you're stepping back from it and you're just going to let that work itself out, however way it works out, and focus on what you're doing or what you want to do, okay? Ada Raphael talks about the knowing that there is something better waiting for you, so maybe that is it. Maybe you don't have to do this, or maybe you think that you don't have to do this, but this opportunity to be an influence in a young person's life may be your spiritual path. And as you're being helped by your ancestors and you're being protected by your archangels, maybe that is reassuring you that they're not going to abandon you if this is the step that you decide to take. Okay. And you'll be doing a service to not only that child and their family or their parent or whoever it is that you are involved with who has children. Again, it could be your own child. But I think what it's saying is that whatever you do, that don't think that you will have to do it on your own. This could be a new chapter in your life. Becoming a parent for the first or second time, parenting someone else. Maybe you're afraid of being a step parent. Maybe you're afraid of adopting a child. Maybe you're getting ready to become a parent and you're not sure how you're going to handle this. All right? So, whatever it is, you have the ability to do it because you are going to be guided by the ancestors and you are going to be protected by the archangel, and you can do it. All right, so let's see. Wait, already got energies from, Conscious Spirit Oracle. Did that already. Thank you. All right, so last card that we are going to hear from, the last messages that we're going to get is going to be from the Native Spirit Oracle, and this is by Denise Lynn. That's why that card wouldn't come out, because I already had done that. Thank you. See? Always looking out. Circle of life. Circle of life. All right. Let's see what that's talking about. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank God. I knew I had it plugged in, but for some reason, I kind of panicked there for half a second. Circle of life. Okay, let's see. Circle of life. Mhm. Okay. All things are possible. Stand in your center and be open. The four winds are bringing your dreams to fruition. Embrace and accept where you are in the great circle of life. Bounty and abundance are flowing to you. If you've had relationship or financial challenges, things are about to change. The native spirit wants you to know that the circle of life is called the medicine wheel in the Native American tradition. It symbolizes cosmology that honors all the circles of life. Those in Western cultures tend to see life as linear. However, those in indigenous cultures see all life as a cycle. When this card chooses you, it's time to honor and cherish all aspects of the great circle. All parts of the journey have beauty and grace. There's beauty in the rising sun, just as there is in the setting sun. To only revel in the rising sun and demean times of endings depletes your energy. Choose what is, and you become master of the universe, or at least master of your own part of the universe. The journey here is to create a medicine wheel for yourself. It can be as simple as creating a circle of stones that you place on your desk, or by making a circle of stones or pine cones as you lay outdoors. As you place each part of the circle, hold the intent that you're honoring all aspects of your life. Ashe. So those experiences that you've had in the past will go towards your being able to come up with a solution or handle this new adventure that you're about to embark on. All right? You have a lot to offer the world, and the world is waiting for you. So whether it be in the service of a child or children, maybe you're going to go become a teacher somewhere or do some mentoring. All right? But there's a new chapter waiting for you. You have completed one cycle and you're about to start something new, and you have the tools that you need in order to accomplish the task at hand, and you're going to do a great job because you are being supported by Spirit. Ashe? Ashe. So, thank you all very much, and I hope that these messages resonated with you, and I will be talking to you soon when I come back to do your love bites a little later this month. So, enjoy your June, and I will be seeing you soon, and I'll be back in August to do, no, it's June. I'll be back in July to do your August readings, okay? So, take care. Love you guys. Be safe. Ashe.